Hello again, folks. Apologies for me mug being on your screen. Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. But I was going through the Sky News app looking for things to talk about, and I came across this article. Now, this whole George Floyd thing is going to be dragged on for years to come because it's a convenient weapon. It's a stick now. It will always be a stick to beat white people with. And it's going to be used by, I do dare say, black supremacists and the Black Lives Matter terrorists. Because they hate us. They absolutely hate us. And they must have been sat there thinking of ways to start a race war, divide people more, and then George Floyd dies, and then, oh my God, Merry Christmas, fantastic. And it's been going on ever since. Lives ruined, even black lives. If Black Lives Matter gave a shit about black lives, they wouldn't have killed that black copper, and they wouldn't have destroyed countless black businesses as they went through their riotous rampage in cities across the West. But this whole George Floyd thing now, it's being milked for all it's worth. People are making money out of it, and they will always be looking for people to prosecute who were there, people on social media talking about it even, who shared the video. They're all getting done. And the latest 3 victims of what happened are these 3 coppers. Now they're going to get prosecuted for violating George Floyd's human rights. And look at this wording here by Sky News. Black man. They're using the term black man here. All right. George Floyd was a man, a poor example of a man, but a man nonetheless. Why put the black man in there? I'll tell you why. Because the mainstream media are relishing in this. The mainstream media, especially Sky News, which is left-wing biased, they're hell-bent on dividing us and causing conflict. They love it. They really do. If the mainstream media, I have learned, are pushing for something, then it's a lie and it's their agenda. They want it to happen. It's not necessarily a news story. Look at what's happening in Ukraine right now. They're pushing that thing really hard, as well as Partygate. Does anyone give a shit about Partygate? I don't. So anyway, these 3 guys are getting done and they're going to get prosecuted for, I think there's 2 charges if I read this right. 1 was not intervening, and 2 was not administering first aid. So they're getting done for that. And it'll be a show trial, folks. They're not all white people like Derek Chauvin was. He got a show trial. He was judged guilty by the mainstream media. He'll be in jail for a long, long time. When he comes out, he'll be vilified. His life won't be worth shit on anyone's shoe. The guy's life is completely and utterly ruined, and his name notorious. If he's got a family, I feel sorry for them. They probably have to be in hiding now. There's probably a price on their heads and all. You know how these lefties are. So these 3 coppers are getting done. And they'll look for other people as well, other people who were in that video just watching. If they're getting done for not helping, why isn't the person who took the video not getting done for not helping? I wonder why that is. And it doesn't help that the truth about George Floyd isn't being told accurately, or the truth has to be told accurately, doesn't it, by the mainstream media. He was a nasty piece of work with a criminal record longer than your arm, pointed a pistol at a pregnant woman's belly during a robbery, into drugs. Not a nice guy, but he is being painted as a saint. The area, the place where he died, is now a massive shrine, and white people are excluded, I believe, or they have to keep their distance. I'm sure I read that somewhere. I've got to give you proof, haven't I, when I say these things? But look into it. You know, you're not stupid. Just Google it or whatever. Have a look on the internet. But it's pretty awful that they're making this man into a saint, buried in a gold coffin. His family have done well out of it, paid millions and millions in dollars by the Minnesota authorities. And yeah, what kind of a world do we live in where a career criminal gets a better funeral than a homeless army vet? You know what I'm getting at? You know what I'm getting at, folks? Kyle Rittenhouse, a young white lad who defended himself, murdered someone, self-defense, in court, called a white supremacist. and yet someone like and vilified by the left and Twitter, and someone like George Floyd is literally canonized. It's crazy. It really is crazy. This world is crazy. Our society has become weak. Social structure is it's collapsing. I don't know. I fear for my children. I really do fear for mine. I fear for yours. The left are completely destroying everything. And in the name of what? God knows. Anyway, all we can do at the moment is speak up against them. Defend fellow right-wingers, conservatives, patriots. Speak up when you can on social media. Make channels. Speak out like I do, and others. You don't have to show your face, but we have to speak out. We can't let these idiots silence us and tell you the truth, which is what it is, and people don't like that. And that's that. That's my video. Please comment, share, subscribe, and until my next one, Roger Trout.